Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I'll be talking about the characters that are missing at Animal Kingdom and what location they can be in. Let's get started. The two locations I did pick is because I think there can be meet and greets there. So I think there can be meeting a Jane, Tarzan, and Turk meet and greet, a Brother Bear meet and greet, a Thumper, Bambi, and a Flower meet and greet, a Jiminy Cricket meet and greet, a Nick and Judy meet and greet, and an Otto and Flick meet and greet, and when Dinoland closes, a Chip and Dale meet and greet. That's why I think the meet and greets can have for the two locations that I did pick. And I think it'll be really cool to have some more characters at Animal Kingdom. And like for the characters that I think that needs to be at Animal Kingdom, it'll be a lot. That Disney will need to find more characters. And they'll need to call in more characters. Say that they'll need them at more locations. Okay, let's continue on to the next location. I picked the location I did pick next is because when Dinoland closes, I think there can be a Donald and Daisy meet and greet together. Because I think it'll be fun with having both Donald and Daisy meeting guests together. Because it's a lot fun to have. Because we can ask Daisy in front of Donald when saying, "Hey Daisy, when is Donald gonna propose to you?" And depending on on how Daisy is feeling for the day we're meeting her, she might think it's an old thing, or she might take it as like a big deal and say, "Yo, where's my ring? You forgot to ask me." That's how Daisy makes it a big deal. For one, she thinks it's a big deal. Let's continue to our next location. Location that I did pick next because I think there can be a bulk meet and greet in the location that I did pick. Because I think it'll be fun to get to meet Bulk. Because for Bulk, we don't get to see him in the theme parks. I think he's rare at Disney World, so in this video I'll be mentioning those rare characters that used to meet at Disney World but don't meet anymore, that used to meet at Disney World, or that meet only during the parties and need to come for full time. And I think it'll be cool to meet Bolt. And let's continue to our next location. I picked the next two spots I did pick next is because I do agree how Kevin and Moana meet there. I do like to meet them both. But for Kevin, we don't get to see him every day. And here's what I mean, we only get to see him at Animal Kingdom, not at Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, or Epcot. Versus Moana, where we do get to see her at Epcot. And it's cool to see Kevin because she's a big bird. And Kevin just roams, so it's fun to see will Kevin stop for a picture for him. And it's a battle with a lot of guests battling for a picture with Kevin. Saying, oh, I want a picture with Kevin. Oh, I want a picture with him too. And then I also want a picture with him too. That's what it's like. We have to win a war, and those lucky guests get to get a picture with Kevin. And let's continue on to our next location. Why I picked the location I did pick next is because I think when the new tropical lands open, Disney can have some more meet and greets with Indiana Jones and Bruno. I shouldn't be mentioning Bruno's name because we don't talk about him anymore. I'm just joking about what I just said about Bruno, because that's from the movie. But I feel it'd be cool to have a Bruno meet and greet, because we don't get to see Bruno that often. We don't get to meet him that often. Only at the parties. Only at Mickey's Not So Scary, Mickey's Very Merry. Those are the only times we get to see him. The only time. But except if you want to see him but not meet him, he's at the Adventure Friends Cavalcade at Magic Kingdom. And he's at Epcot for the Encanto show at Epcot. And he does come off stage, but he won't sign autographs. We get to dance with him at the show and have fun. I don't think that would be considered a meet and greet for the shows. And for Indiana Jones, you only get to see him at the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular at Hollywood Studios. Let's continue on to our next location. I picked the location that I did pick next is because I do agree how Pocahontas meets there, but I think Governor Reflin and Miko can meet with Pocahontas. Because for Miko and Governor Reflin, we don't get to see them both in the theme parks. And for Governor Reflin, he's a Disney villain, and we don't get to see the Disney villains as often as we do, with the exception of Darth Vader and the Stepsisters. And for the Evil Queen, we have to pay to get into dining, so for those exceptions, we don't really get to see villains that much in the theme parks unless if it's during Halloween season. So let's continue on to our next location. The location I did pick next is because I do agree on how Goofy meets there, but I think Pluto can also meet there with Goofy, all two of them together. Because we don't get to see them together that much. With Pluto and Goofy, at Animal Kingdom, how I saw it's that they both rotate out throughout the day. I think they should meet together in that one meet and greet combined in two. Because we get to meet two characters combined into one meet and greet. And that means we're waiting in line for 2 characters, not just 1 character. Let's continue on to our next location. Pick the location that I did pick next is because I think there can be meet and greets. I do agree how Rafiki and Timon meet at the Rafiki's Planet Watch, but I think Pumbaa can meet with Timon. And I think when we go through the trail, I think there can be meet and greets with Timon and Nala for one meet and greet, Scar for another, and the hyenas for another meet and greet. Because it'll be cool to meet them again, Scar and the hyenas are villains, and we don't get to see the villains in the theme parks. And I think it'll be cool to get to meet villains on normal days. Because, who doesn't want, some evil queen to be being rude to us and saying to us that she's a bear's one of them all, and calling us peasants all day long, and telling us to bow to her. Who doesn't want that? Because I know I want her telling me to bow to her. It's she's the icon of the park. She's even better than Mickey. That's in my opinion. Let's continue on to our next location. The location I did pick next is because I do agree how Mickey and Minnie meet there. It's fun to get to interact with both Mickey and Minnie, because at Epcot, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios, they meet separate, but they do meet at the same location, but they do meet separate. But I think it's fun when they're together. Same thing I said about Donald and Daisy. You can ask Minnie when right in front of Mickey, saying, "Yo, Minnie, when is Mickey gonna put a ring on you?" And depending on how Minnie's feeling that day, she'll say she'll think it's old, or she'll just take it as a big deal, saying, "Excuse me, Mickey, you forgot to ask me to marry you. You forgot to put a ring on me." And then Mickey has to think of his answer next. And I think that's just fun with asking them in front of the boys. And also, I learned that from another person's YouTube video. He used to be a cast member there. For On Entertainment, a character attendant and a lifeguard. And when he was an attendant there, he got questions with Mickey and Minnie, asking Minnie when the boys were gonna put a ring on them. And here's a little hint, spice it up. If they're meeting alone, but for example, at Epcot, ask Minnie when Mickey's gonna put a ring on her. But if you want to spice it up, depending on how Minnie's feeling, and if Minnie is serious about it, then I can't guarantee that this will happen for your meet and greet. From what I'm going on based on what I heard, that Minnie will literally drop everything she's doing and ask Mickey, saying, "Yo, Mickey, it's been a while. Where's my ring?" That when Mickey's in interaction with another family. I'm not sure if this will happen, so do not put your hopes up for this. I'm just saying what, for my experience, what I heard on YouTube. So don't get your hopes up. But let's continue on to the next location. Location that I did pick next is because I think there can be 2 meet and greets there, with one with just Shere Khan from the Jungle Book, another villain, and another with all 3, Baloo, Mongrel, and King Louie. So for Mongrel, we don't get to see him in the parks. And same for Baloo and King Louie, unless if it's Jollywood Nights. And I think it'll be fun to get to meet them again for Baloo and King Louie. But I never had a chance to meet Mongrel. So I think it'll be cool to have them in the theme parks. Let's continue on to our next location. The locations that I did pick next is because I think there can be some meet and greets there. So I think there can be a meet and greet with Mera, because we don't get to see her a lot in the theme parks. And I think there can be a rabbit meet and greet. And I think there can be a Tinkerbell and Fawn meet and greet there. And for those characters, we don't get to see them. For Rabbit, we don't get to see him. We don't get to see Fawn or Tinkerbell anymore. And I think it would be fun to have a meet and greet with them. Like having them sign our books and stuff like that. And that is all for the video. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. And if you have friends that love Disney and really love Disney, or just love the fact of characters, then share this with your friends and family, and see you all for the next one.